Hey. So, I just wanted to jump on real quick. This weekend, life came for me, and it was not pretty. That thing came out swinging. And this morning and yesterday, I was listening to prayers. There's a CD out of prayers, and I've had it on repeat because all I could do when I went to God in prayer was mumble, babble, babble, cry, roll around in the floor. And although that was the sincerity of my heart and where I was at the time, and God collected those prayers and He covered me in those prayers. He was able to interpret my mumble, blah, 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 cry, scream, roll around in the floor. But I also wanted to make sure that in my atmosphere, when I was in a very low place, that there were words of affirmation being released in my atmosphere, that the word of God was being released in my atmosphere. And when I couldn't articulate words from what I would deem a coherent place, I still wanted those words released around me. I am ever so grateful for the people in my life because without them this weekend, I'm not sure if I'd even be as pulled together as I am in this moment. And listen, I'm still not good. I'm still not where I need to be, but I am working on it. And that is my word for where I am. I'm not okay. I'm not going to lie and say I'm okay or I'm good. No, because I'm not. But I am working on it. And God has me. And the end result is I win. So there are some people that I reached out to during this time this weekend, and really all of them that showed up for me, however they showed up for me, had their own things going on, their own weights they were carrying, and I did not have the strength in those moments to even pray for them because I didn't have it for myself. But that then created another weight for me because then I felt bad because now I'm failing. I can't even be there and show up for those people in my life. But I honestly didn't even have the energy or capacity to process that. It was like, hey, this is where I am today. And usually I don't care who you are, what you're going through, I'm going to cover you in prayer, even without you telling me or asking me, even without knowing what's going on with you. That's the sincerity and the consistent posture of my heart. However, I had not been taking care of Monique. And there are things in life that sometimes you can't just be like, oh, we good, I'm done with it, pack it away and move on. Some of those things actually require you to confront them. And so I'll be 48 in November. And basically there are some things from my childhood that being back in Chicago has kind of made me have to face. It stirred those things back up. But it's time for me to unpack them, process, and heal from them, and help somebody else. And with the assignment that God has given me for this place in my life, it is far greater than something that I can just be like, oh, okay, let's put something in whatever. Not that that's how I've ever moved in anything God has given me. But this is a great work and a great assignment in a time where things are very heavy. So working to get those things in place, of course, there's your own healing that has to happen. And some stuff you think you're good with, or you've gotten over, you've gotten past it, and you really haven't. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to reach out for help. Don't feel like, don't feel ashamed, because literally the thing got so heavy for me Saturday morning that I was concerned about the thoughts I was having. One of the things was that's why my hair is braided, because literally I feel like pulling out my hair. I wanted to just get scissors and just cut it. It was crazy. So I'm like, listen, let's do something to snatch this hair back and out the way so it is no longer an option. And if I should happen to go nuts and decide to cut my hair off, this not my hair. It's somebody else. You just make sure you cut low-mo. That's it. But no, I'm good. I'm out of that headspace. But it was touch and go this weekend. And I am just really, really grateful for the people in my life who had enough capacity within themselves to still show up for me, to take care of me. God carried me this weekend. And those that he sent, whether they were near or far, whether they were literally in my house the entire day, making sure I was good, taking care of me, keeping my mind focused, helping me unpack the things that were coming up, and making sure that I made it through the day, and that I was on my way to better. So I am grateful. This is a journey. It's not over. It's still lots to process, decisions to make of how to approach certain things, how to unpack certain things. What do you do? What's still required? Who's needed for the journey? And all of those things. So there's still lots to do. And I am just really grateful for the people in my life that are along for the journey. And everybody provides something different. So I'm really, really glad about that. And even in the midst of what I've been experiencing and feeling, like I can see how God was preparing me for this, how God was aligning things for this, how God was teaching me things about the people in my life for this moment right here, for this journey, leg of the journey, for this space of clarity and healing. Like, it was required. And I'm just grateful. So to those of you who prayed, who texted, who called, who were up late, early on the phone, covering me, crying with me, who came by to sit with me. My sister came and I didn't even have strength to wash my hair. She came, washed, conditioned, clipped my ends, all that good stuff. And then I had another one come over and she braided my hair. And they took care of me, and I am grateful. And that wasn't easy for me to even allow them in, or to, like, it's never easy for me to ask for help. So when I ask people for stuff, or I reach out to people for something, that was a whole project getting me to the headspace to even be able to ask for it. I'm not one of those who deal in my emotions a lot. So the amount of emotions that came out, and this weekend was kind of like, whoa, it was a lot for me to even allow people to see me in that space. Even the people that I love the most. But I learned why I've operated like that throughout life. Why it's hard for me to be as vulnerable with others, even though people seem to just come and give me all of their stuff. It's hard for me to, it has been challenging or hard for me to allow people into certain degrees. I remember one of my brothers was like, "You too guarded." And I'm like, dude, I am not guarded. But I realized this weekend what God meant by my guards. So it's a lot. But I'm working on it. That is my thing. So when you see me saying hashtag, I'm working on it, like, that's it. That's a real thing for me. I'm working on it. I am going to be just fine. I am not there yet, but I'm working on it. God's got me, and he has me surrounded by a lot of people. So also, those of you, I've learned that there are way more people who are dealing with things than they let on or that we know. And so if you are connected to me in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and there are some things, oh, that's my Fitbit telling me I need 77 more steps in this hour. But if there are things that are weighing you, I want to pray for you. I want to hug you. I want to embrace you. I want to be there for you. I want to support you through your journey, even as I'm going through mine. So I am listening to some things, and y'all see this spot, a bump or something on my chin, anyway, about possibly just getting together somewhere for prayer this Saturday. Even if we just meet out in a parking lot somewhere, depending on how many people is. Nothing official, nothing someone sponsor or hosting, like none of that. Just those of us who have a lot of stuff we're dealing with, coming together to strengthen each other in prayer, to encourage, to embrace. Like, a hug goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? They dang near broke me this weekend. Like, every time somebody touched me or hugged me or whatever, it was like, oh. But I needed those things. I generally fight them, but I needed them, and I embraced them. and they help in this healing journey. So I am potentially looking for a space for us to connect and meet up to just pray, encourage each other. And if you're good, you don't have anything that's weighing you down right now, praise the entire Lord. Whatever you hear me release that we will be getting together or meeting up for this prayer meetup, show up and let those of us who need it pull from your strength. Pull from your, come be an encourager. Come pass out hugs, bottles of water, donuts, breakfast sandwiches, whatever. Just when I release and tell you where we're going to meet up at, show up in your strength and let us pull from you. I love you all. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. I hope you're being kind to yourself. I hope you are reaching when you need help. Therapy is good for the soul. That is the next thing on my list to do. Go online and find me a local therapist. I miss my therapist from back in the Carolinas. She's not licensed for up here, so we couldn't continue on. But don't worry, I am going to solidify that before noon today. So thank you guys for listening in. If you're interested in meeting up this Saturday for prayer somewhere, inbox me or drop a comment on here. Oh, that's just a reminder that I'm supposed to be somewhere doing something. And let's do it. I hope to hear from you all. I hope you're being good to yourself. Love someone, hug someone, say good morning. You never know what that good morning, where it pulls people from. And some people just need to be seen and know that they matter. And your good morning could possibly do that. So just say good morning. And if it's a struggle for you to say good morning, let me know so that I can say good morning to you. I love you all for real, real big. And I will talk to you soon. God bless. Take care of yourself and be kind to yourself and one another. Until next time, y'all know what to do. Keep your kingdom.